onto the racetrack. Kyle Bates coming out in car number 74. Sean Carlberg to his outside in the 15. Rob Muhlenberg in the 59 to his outside. Scott Campbell. Ty Jackson in the 0. Rick Lampy, the 17. Cody Rogers in car number 39C on the inside of row number 4. Field lined up side by side, nose to tail, getting ready to take the green flag. And field takes the green flag, and they're off. And Kyle Bates loses the handle right off the start, looping it around over in turn number 2. Caution flag comes out. Everybody lined up, getting ready to take the green flag. Field real slow into turns 3 and 4, looking for it this time, and they've got it. Rob Muhlenberg in the 59 jumps out to the early lead. Everybody files in behind him. Ty Jackson in his tire tracks, running around towards the bottom of the speedway. Carlberg in the 15 back behind him as a battle for 4th. Scott Campbell running around the top side. He's now up to 4th ahead of Kyle Bates in the 74, and now looks for 3rd to the outside of Carlberg in the 15. Scott Campbell, car number 83, now up to the 3rd position. Scott Campbell in the 83 is looking to the outside of Ty Jackson in the 0 machine. Battle for 2nd starting to heat up as they cross the finish line. Problems for Jackson. Ty Jackson in the 0 car, slow around the bottom side of the speedway. Car still moving under its own power, but definitely down. Something amiss with the 0 as he takes that car back to the pit area. And we race on. It's Muhlenberg still out front all by himself. He's got a sizable lead over Scott Campbell in the 83 now, about up to a straightaway lead. Behind him, a battle for 3rd between Sean Carlberg and Rick Lampy in the 17. Both of those two drivers running around the bottom side of the speedway. Laps quickly winding down here in this heat race for the Midwest Modifieds. White flags this time by 1 more lap to go for Rob Muhlenberg in the 59. And if he can make 1 more quick lap around the racetrack, he will have this one in hand. Checker flag coming out for Rob Muhlenberg in the 59, followed by Scott Campbell in the 83. He'll finish up in the 2nd position. And that'll do it for this heat race for the Midwest Modifieds. Group of Midwest Modifieds coming out onto the speedway. The 10E of Jeremy Short. Jeremy Leahy to his outside. John Langton in the 35. Gary Krebs in the car number 26. Jared McIntyre in the 9X machine. Cheever in car number 48. Yount in the 53, 8 of these Midwest Modifieds in heat race number 2. Lights off around the speedway, getting ready for the green flag. Down the backstretch they go for the first time. Jeremy Leahy in the 20. Running around the middle part of the speedway, short in the 10E, right behind him in second. Battle for second. There goes Gary Krebs in the 26. Takes him down to the inside. And Gary Krebs is now up to second place in the 26 machine. Short is all the way back to fourth. Leahy leaving the bottom of the track open for Gary Krebs in the 26. And that's going to cost him. Gary Krebs takes the lead as he crosses the start-finish line. Up in front now is the 26. Jeremy Leahy in the 20 down the back stretch. He goes in second, trying to hold off a hard-charging John Langton, the 35 in the number 3 position. Down to the bottom goes Langton, and he's got second. Jared McIntyre in the 9X up to the 3rd position as Leahy falls back to 4th. Laps winding down for Gary Krebs in the 26 car as he is out front, still ahead of Jared McIntyre in the 9X. John Langton in the 35 is a distant 3rd, and it's more distance back to 4th at Jeremy Leahy in the 20. Single file now running around the racetrack as everybody is counting down the laps in this heat race for the Midwest Modifieds. Jared McIntyre made a big move but was unable to keep the distance short between him and Gary Krebs. Makes a big move down to the inside again in 3 and 4. It's not going to be enough to catch up to the 26 as the white flag has now come out. 1 more lap to go. Checker flag coming out this time by for car number 26, Gary Krebs. Jared McIntyre tried, but just did not have enough time to get up to the 26. He'll have to settle for the 2nd position. Checker flag coming out. Good job for Gary Krebs. And here comes group number 3, heat race number 3, Casey's General Store Midwest Modifieds as the heat race action rolls on. Corey Carter coming out in car number 28. He is on inside row number 1. Ken Walker to his outside in the 51 machine. Donnie Ost is in the 34. Colt Cheevers in the car number 45. Elijah Keeper in the 81. Tim Mullins in the 16. Kenny Shelton out there in car number 19. And that rounds out the field, this heat race number 3 of the Casey's General Store Midwest Modifieds. As they get set to go, lights off around the speedway. Side by side, nose to tail, green flag up in the air. Here we go, they turn them loose. And the field barrels off down into 1 and 2 for the first time. Ken Walker trying to make a big move to the outside. Corey Carter fighting to hold him off towards the bottom of the speedway, and there's a battle behind them for the number 3 position. It involves 3 cars, and right now the lead is a side-by-side battle. Oh, Ken Walker gets up there just a little bit too high. Just a little bit too high on the outside, and that's going to cost him dearly as he's going to fall all the way back to the back of the pack. Thanks. Thank you, ma'am. Caution flag coming out. Ken Walker in car number 51. Slow down the backstretch. Couldn't get that car moving. But now he's got her going again, and he will make his march towards the front. And I would look for him to do no less. That's a good car and a good driver. Green flag coming out here once again off the restart. Here we go. Colt Cheevers, first time down to the bottom off the restart, is the leader. Battle for second, heating up behind him. Donnie Ost in the 34. Corey Carter to the inside. Ost is now going to switch to the outside. But it's going to do Ost no good. In fact, he could lose a position to Elijah Keeper. Elijah Keeper in the 81 to the inside of the 34. They're going to go on both sides of Corey Carter, make it 3 wide. 3 wide for the second place position. Colt Cheevers is loving this. He's watching him get further and further behind him in his rear view mirror. Now has a sizable lead over second place, which now belongs to Elijah Keeper in the 81. Donnie Austin, the 34, now rides along in third. Carter is back to fourth. Colt Cheevers taking advantage of the battle that they had for second, and he has opened up a pretty good lead in that 45 car. It's up to a straightaway now over Elijah Keeper. Tim Mullins is now looking down to the inside of Corey Carter in the 28. White flag coming out this time by It's 1 more lap to go. If Colt Cheevers can make another good lap, it doesn't even have to be perfect. He'll have this heat race. That car's looking really strong here off the early going. He's still got about the straightaway lead over Elijah Keeper, and that's going to be more than enough to do. He's staring down the checkered flag. He takes the checkered flag. Colt Cheevers in the 45. Well, Colt Cheevers has been on a rail all year here at the Springfield Raceway. That car, number 45, has been extremely fast, and we're seeing a continuation of that in this heat race. And boy, what a show he put on. Once he got the lead, he took off. Elijah Keeper finishes up a distant second. And that wraps up heat race number 3 for the Casey's General Store Midwest Modifieds. Reliable Chevrolet B-Mods onto the racetrack.